I'm live. Let's see. Hey, my control person, that's Darren. He was helping me press buttons. If you, and he's putting a little basket here in the doorway so Buddy doesn't come in because he's been very active. I'm trying to make sure if anybody can hear my sound. I can't even see if there's people on right now. I wish I could. We'll figure this out as we go.
Right.
I don't know if you want to get on your phone and look and see. Okay. So, Facebook and YouTube. Okay. So, let's see. Maybe. Here we go. Oh, I am live. Let's see if I can hear myself. Can I hear myself? Okay. Awesome. Can't hear myself too awesome, so the meditation might be loud, which is weird. But first time for everything, so I'm hoping that this goes okay, because technology-wise, I don't know what I'm doing. I know how to be intuitive. I know how to listen to spirit. I kind of know how to play the bowls, which I'm going to be doing in a minute. I don't know how to do the audio stuff, which is why we have Darren, but we're kind of in the middle of some, as Saturn goes into Pisces, thusly goes our structure into being flowy, and that's what we're trying to do here. So welcome to our full moon, my very first full moon in Virgo meditation and sound bath. So I'm very excited for this, and I'm super nervous, more nervous than if I was singing in front of like a bazillion people. Anyways, so I have my bowl set up. I have my pipe chime, which I love, instead of tuning forks because you probably can hear them better. I do have the windows open because it's a little warm here, and so the one day that the street cleaner goes by is today. So it's all kinds of just going with the flow, which is the message for this full moon as we transition. It's looking at what structures have worked in the past that are not working anymore, and what do I want to take with me as I move into this? Because so our full moon started this morning at 6:45 Central Time. It will last until sometime in the wee hours of Saturday, this coming Saturday. And so if you haven't done your new moon ritual, or you're watching this, not live with me, you're watching maybe 2 days from now, or maybe even next week, because we're going to set an intention for this. That's kind of part of the whole thing. And you can just listen when it's convenient for you, and that's okay. It doesn't matter if you find this in 2026, it might be helpful then. So one of the things I like about sound baths is we can set an intention. So the full moon of Virgo is all about, figuring out what it is, because we Virgos, we love structure. And since Saturn is moving from Aquarius, which it loves, into Pisces, which it doesn't, because it's saying, break down that structure and get in the flow. This whole idea of the Virgo full moon is saying, if you've been feeling those feelings build up, what is it that I can declutter, Virgo stuff? What is it that I can declutter because these structures break down? What can I clean out? What is something that maybe served me previously and doesn't now on the path on which I want to go? So I want everybody, if you feel called, to kind of shut down your eyes if you can. If you're driving, don't do that. Wait till you get home. But I want you to find a quiet space, if you can, that's free from distraction. And apologies again about maybe some of the background noise, so hopefully that'll settle down. But bring your eyes to a nice closure and get settled in, be comfy. If you need to kind of squirm around in your chair a little bit, that's okay. Get yourself to a spot where you're like, okay, I feel good. Good inhale and exhale, even if it's like that. And take another good breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And maybe as you inhale through the nose this time, and as you exhale, allow your body to soften. Maybe rolling those shoulders back. Giving your neck a little bit of attention. And then maybe inhale again through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And let your body soften. And as you sit here, just be in your quiet and kind of maybe think about the last 2 or 3 years, because that's the time frame that we're looking at right now. Looking at the time frame of 2021, 2023, 2022, maybe the end of 2020. What are some structures that we put in place for ourselves? It might be on a personal level, it might be on a macro level, a collective level that we participated in. What structures are kind of feeling like there's some cracks in the structure? And maybe that's because it's time for them to come down. Maybe it's because it's time for us to dismantle them. So maybe looking at the past 2 years, and let's put it into more of a visualization. So imagine in your mind you have a basket and you're kind of walking through a meadow. And as you look down, you might see different bits of nature, like some of those little round prickly seed pods. Maybe there's some, leaves. Maybe there's potatoes. Maybe there's mushrooms. Maybe there's blades of grass. Maybe there's rocks. And each one has a structure on it, or it resonates with a structure if you're more into feelings, that it's time. It's time for you to let it go. So as we're walking, we're going to pick up things that, you might find that need to go into this basket. And it might be self-judgment. It might be limiting beliefs or limiting yourself from doing things. It might be taking responsibility for others when that's not something you need to do anymore, or never really needed to do, but in the last 2 years, that's something you learned, that was not resonating with you and where you were going or your alignment or any of that. Maybe it's feeling like you're not enough. Maybe that's one of the beliefs that we've been working on. And as you walk, there may be others that are more resonant for you personally. Go ahead and put them in your basket. And just walk and look and put it in your basket. The stuff that it's time. It's time to let this go. And I want you to continue to walk. And as you do, I'm going to go ahead and play the bowls a little bit and play the chimes for you. And you're just going to continue to put stuff in that basket. And then I'll lead you in a closing of this in a few. feeling like, gosh, I'm so used to this thing, so used to this weighty thing, but I know it has to go. I know it has to go if I'm going to move forward. So I'm going to put this in my basket even though I'm just a little uneasy about it. And as we're walking, as you're walking and you kind of come upon a campfire. And this campfire is so warm and cozy and loving. And it's just a lovely camp. It's not raging. It's not overwhelming. It just is this relaxing, beautiful spot that you can sit. You can put your basket beside you for a moment. And you can sit and just be. Just be and reflect. Who was I in the last 2 years? Who do I want to become moving forward for the next few years? And I know sometimes letting go of stuff that doesn't serve us but has kind of become almost like a crutch to hold on to, a safety net in a discomfort zone. But right now, the energy is there to support, to be really supportive. Of you stepping into that new space that is you, because we have to make way, make space with the certainty of knowing that that space will be filled with the new version of us that we are going to step into now. That certainty of our own truth that feels really good. But we can't get there till we let go of all this stuff in the basket. So what I'm going to invite you to do now is put your hand right on your heart and allow yourself to say, it is safe for me. It is safe for me to allow my heart to be in control of my decisions. And I decide today I might pick up each thing in my basket and reflect on it. And as I reflect on it and I'm ready to let it go, I'm going to put it into the fire and allow it to create a transmutation of that energy that maybe was supportive in the past and now has kind of become a limitation or a block to my future. And I'm going to allow the fire to transform it, the fire of my truth, of who I am now, to come forward and allow me to say, it is safe for me to release this old version of me and the remnants of that into the fire of my truth. And I'm releasing it. And I'm saying every time I release something, I'm taking it from my basket and saying, I bless you with love. And I release you with love now, so that I may make space for my new transmuted energy and into the fire. Let it transmute and burn and transmute it so that you can have this highest resonant energy coming through. We'll take a moment and just allow you to have a moment with each of your things, reflecting, blessing it with love, releasing it with love, knowing I'm standing in my truth as I do this. And I am in certainty in my truth that this is going to make the space that I need so that I can move into the next thing. It is safe for me to release. It is loving for me to make space. And it is beautiful for my connection to self, to source, to the earth. And now we welcome in the space that we've made by releasing all of this stuff. You may feel maybe some tears come. Just let them come. It's okay. You might feel a giggle come up for you. You might feel elation. You might feel lighter. You might feel more open. All of this is okay. Just allow. That's the new way to be. The new structure is allowing. Supporting your root, leading with heart, and connecting with source. It is time. Breathe. And when you're ready, you can get up from your campfire and walk back through the meadow, knowing your truth is seated within you. And as you walk back, you grab your journal off of the arm at your chair, and it's a brand new journal. It's ready for you to write down or draw or color or collage, whatever creativity you have within you to put in there. And it might not be today, it might not be right now. You might have to sit with this releasing for a moment or a few moments. But this week, maybe grab that journal or symbol of it, a blank piece of paper, and start thinking about, who am I? What do I want to fill this space, this new space with? What dreams do I want to bring into being? Because not only is right now in this full moon of releasing and making space what has to happen and what will give you peace. The move of structure breakdown into flowing structure is where dreams become validated and manifest. And this starts now, but we have to let go and then set intention. My intention for you right now is to be at peace with the letting go, to be at peace as we flow into a more loving, beautiful structure, to be at peace and calm in this new space. And if you will allow it versus trying to control it, it will be there for you to do. The space will be there. You will be guided by your inner compass, your inner bit of universe, that which you are, to lead you in this new space. The energy is there to support you. It is the backdrop of the painting. It's time for you to paint whatever it is you want your dream to be. That is the calling, the invitation. And we'll charge our root chakra. Imagine that red spinning orb. And it goes up to your sacral, orange spinning orb of creativity, allowing it to clear and become bright orange. And then we're in the fire of the sacral chakra, of the solar plexus chakra, where we know our truth. We handle all of this. We transmute our energy to that which provides us our truth, to our heart center, which is the true decision maker that needs to be addressed, spoken to with reverence, transferring all data processing to the heart center right now, to be in the flow. To the throat chakra, where we speak our truth. To the third eye, where we see with discernment that which we need to bring into vision, into this 3D. And crown, where we reconnect with ourselves, source energy of which we are extensions. It is time. We send new love. When you're ready, take a good inhale and exhale, and come back to whatever room you're in. Maybe moving fingers and toes, moving your booty around so you can ground back into your body. And when you're ready, let your eyes float open. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a lovely full moon. Take time for yourself. And throughout the month of March, self-care is a biggie. Figure out what your moon is. And most people know their sun sign. Figure out your moon. Do your moon for self-care. I love you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye. The phantom finger comes in to turn off the little red button. Yeah, there we go.